Đặng Đức Mạnh was born on April 10, 1996, in Hanoi, Vietnam. Growing up in a modest family, Mạnh was introduced to sports at a young age. His parents, who valued physical fitness but were not involved in professional sports, encouraged him to participate in outdoor activities from an early age. It was through the support of his parents that Mạnh developed an early interest in sports, especially athletics, which was both popular and accessible in Vietnam. In his early childhood, Mạnh displayed a keen interest in running and would often race with his friends in the neighborhood. At the age of 9, he was noticed by a local coach during a school sports event. The coach, impressed by Mann's natural speed and agility, invited him to join a local track and field club. This marked the beginning of his career as a professional athlete. Training under the guidance of Coach Nguyen Hong Sun, Mann's initial focus was on short-distance sprints. His early years in athletics were demanding, as he had to balance his education with the rigorous training schedule required of aspiring athletes. Despite the hardships, Mạnh was determined to excel, and his hard work began to pay off as he secured a spot in Vietnam's youth athletics team. Early career development. Local competitions and national recognition. 2010-2014. Building a strong foundation. Mann's early years in athletics were marked by steady improvement, particularly in the 100-meter and 200-meter sprint events. By the time he reached his teenage years, Mạnh was already excelling in local competitions. His breakthrough came when he won his first major title at the Vietnam National Junior Athletics Championships in 2012, securing the gold medal in the 100-meter race. This victory set the stage for his future success and caught the attention of the Vietnamese athletics community. After his triumph in the juniors, Mạnh began to gain recognition on the national level. His performances in domestic competitions, particularly his consistency in winning sprint events, earned him a spot on the Vietnam national athletics team. By the age of 18, Mạnh had become one of the most promising young athletes in the country. And his coaches began to focus on refining his techniques to help him compete at international events. His dedication and hard work continued to shine through as he secured a place in the 2013 Southeast Asian (SEA) Games, Vietnam's premier multi-sport event. While Mạnh was still a newcomer at this level, he impressed many with his strong performances, finishing within the top ranks of the sprints events. This marked his official entry into the international arena, and his potential as a rising star in Southeast Asian athletics became clear. 2015-2016. Establishing himself as a national star. Between 2015 and 2016, Đặng Đức Mạnh began to build on his early successes. He focused his efforts on improving his 200-meter sprint and worked closely with his coach to perfect his speed and endurance. These years were pivotal in his transition from a promising young talent to a serious contender at international events. In 2015, Mạnh represented Vietnam at the Southeast Asian Games held in Singapore, where he competed fiercely in the men's 200-meter sprint. Though he did not secure a podium finish, Mann's performance was commendable, and he narrowly missed out on a medal. This experience, though a setback, served to motivate him further. And he returned to training with a renewed sense of purpose. By 2016, Mạnh had become a consistent top competitor in the 100-meter and 200-meter events at national competitions. His times were improving steadily, and he had cemented his place as one of Vietnam's premier sprinters. His performances at various national meets led to his selection for the 2016 Asian Athletics Championships, where he competed against some of the best sprinters in the region. Career peak, achieving international recognition. 2017. 2019. Southeast Asian Games and International Glory. The period between 2017 and 2019 marked the peak of Đặng Đức Mạnh career. His performance in the 2017 Southeast Asian Games in Malaysia was a major turning point. Mạnh clinched his first gold medal in the 200-meter sprint event, marking the culmination of years of hard work and determination. His victory at the SEA Games was a historic moment for Vietnamese athletics, as Mạnh became one of the fastest sprinters in Southeast Asia. His triumph at the SEA Games was not a fluke. In 2018, Mạnh returned to the international stage at the Asian Games in Jakarta, where he competed in both the 100-meter and 200-meter events. Though he faced fierce competition from athletes across Asia, Man managed to secure a fourth-place finish in the 200-meter, a result that was widely praised for its competitiveness at such a high level. His consistent improvement on the international circuit earned him a spot as one of the top sprinters in Asia. During the 2019 Southeast Asian Games in the Philippines, Man not only defended his gold medal in the 200-meter sprint, but also achieved a personal best time, further solidifying his status as one of the region's elite sprinters. His dominance in the 200-meter event was reaffirmed, and his win was celebrated by fans and sports officials alike. In addition to his success at the SEA Games, Man's performances in international competitions such as the Asian Athletics Championships and the IAAF World Championships continued to improve. Although he did not secure medals at these global events, his competitive times were consistently among the best, marking him as a rising star on the international athletics scene. 2019. 2020. Continued success and personal achievements. As Man entered the latter stages of his career peak, he continued to represent Vietnam with distinction. In 2019, he participated in several prestigious events, including the Asian Athletics Championships and World Athletics Diamond League meetings, where he earned recognition for his strong performances. Man also made significant strides in his personal best performances. In the 200-meter sprint, he broke his own records, reducing his time to an impressive 20.32 seconds, which placed him among the top sprinters in Asia. This achievement was a testament to his relentless dedication to improving his technique, strength, and speed. As his international rankings improved, Man gained more opportunities to compete in high-profile events, solidifying his place among the best in Asia. Main achievements: gold medal in 200-meter sprint at the 2017 Southeast Asian Games. This win marked Jungkook Man's rise to prominence in Southeast Asia, cementing his position as one of the region's best sprinters. Personal best of 20.32 seconds in the 200-meter sprint. A landmark achievement that placed him among the top sprinters in Asia and solidified his international reputation. Four-time medalist at the Southeast Asian Games. 2017, 2019. Man's performances at the SEA Games made him one of the most successful athletes in Vietnam's history, with multiple gold medals in the 200-meter sprint, consistent top 10 finishes at international championships. Man's ability to consistently place in the top 10 at major international athletics events demonstrated his competitive edge on the global stage. Champion of Vietnam National Athletics Championships, 2015-2019. Man's dominance in national competitions further solidified his status as one of Vietnam's most talented sprinters.